Aquarius, this is going to be a quick 15-minute love and relationship focused reading for your sign now. So I've been shuffling and meditating. I think we're about ready to get these cards out and see what Aquarius really needs to know about love and relationships at this time. Why don't I lay them out and talk you through them? Okay. So we've got Four of Swords with the Three of Wands with the Devil, Page of Swords in reverse, Six of Swords, and Four of Cups. Temperance at the bottom of the deck. It seems like at this time, Aquarius, whatever's happening in love and relationships for you, you need to look after yourself and kind of take a step back. There seems to have been a lot of tempers flaring, or I think just maybe a betrayal or some sort of a heartbreak, and anytime you try to engage with the person you're dealing with, those wounds are flared up again and things do not end up being like this. They don't end up being tempered like this. It seems like there's a lot of like pace to the conversation, and it could be adrenaline spiking, it could be like pettiness, nastiness. So the approach right now is that you need to kind of, until you're able to meet the person that you're dealing with in a relationship with harmony and flow and intimacy again, take a wait on it. Mercury is retrograde at this time. In another air sign, Gemini, so might be just affecting you, Aquarius, and your communication skills. Okay, so let's take it back to this reading, and we will pull more cards and clarify what's going on. But ultimately, there is like a real energy of wanting to go, wanting to stay in the relationship, and there's some sort of and I don't necessarily mean with the person you're with, but there is an energy of one of you wanting to be more restful, one of you wanting to take your time on something, and the other person is really revved up and energetic to get out into the world. So who is feeling more social in the relationship? There is some sort of something is off balance in terms of social life and social activity in the relationship. One of you is wanting to grow and expand and network and meet, while the other one is like, can we stay home tonight? Can we just chill? I'm so tired. And that is kind of creating like I think an element of control in the relationship that maybe doesn't need to be there. The Devil card is crowning this relationship. So some of you are feeling a little bit like there is maybe control in the relationship. Some of you are feeling a little bit powerless, and it doesn't have to be so huge in terms of powerlessness, but it can just feel like this could be how it manifests on a more mundane level. Oh, we always get to do what you want, or we always have to do what you want, basically. And so you feel like you are like, look at this person, like I feel like maybe it's you, Aquarius, that you want to be expanding and networking maybe a little bit more. And if it's the person you're with that's like really expansive and, you know, social at the moment, you are kind of like pulling them back. One of you wants to be free like this butterfly, and we have this butterfly on the Three of Wands here too, on the person's back. So we can see that this is kind of like linked, okay? One wants to just be free, set sail, network, navigate, have fun, grow, and somebody's like, no, not so fast, you have to come back and sit down with me and read this manuscript on the couch. No, but there is somebody who's exerting your control, and hey, what do you know, it could be you, Aquarius. You could be like a little bit too controlling in the relationship at the moment. And if it is that, there is some Three Swords here, and this is an absolutely magnificent looking card, actually. You know, it's deep, it's dark, these wounds go deep, and there was some sort of a betrayal in the past that's kind of led you to feeling like you cannot surrender control, or, you know, this power dynamic that exists in the relationship has to continue because that's how you stay on top of things. But if you look closely at this card, we see the hero is slaying some sort of a creature of the dark, or a demon here, and it's like the Devil card, like a devil energy. Like, let yourself be freed from the past wounds, because this isn't necessarily related to this relationship. Even this could have been from some other relationship in the past, because it's subconscious to you still. You're still not super aware that this motivates your need for control in the relationship and control of the person. Okay, so let yourself be freed from that kind of darker energy that still traps you. And then if you can see, it's almost like a damsel in distress, and there's a valiant hero coming in to save this person. Maybe you feel, Aquarius, like the person you're with now. Could be a Capricorn I'm seeing, potentially could be a Capricorn, but I feel like potentially this person could have kind of like, yeah, I'm seeing really strong Capricorn energy coming through now. Potentially this person could have been somebody that you felt like, oh, they're my hero. Okay. Good chemistry between you guys, good spark between each other. There's a lot of like back and forth inspiration, but one of you is just not feeling inspired, whereas maybe your person is, and or vice versa, and that's what's causing kind of like a drain at this time. You are kind of if you're working on some sort of a project together that needs to be vocalized or communicated, or researching something together, definitely cross your T's and dot your I's, because both of these cards are in reverse. Page of Swords, the communication and the messaging and the info and the flow of information, and something you're really kind of big that you're working on at this time, or working on together, or your person gives you inspiration for the project you're about to kind of take on in the next 6 weeks around your relationship. Make sure that you're fully researching and understanding everything, because there seems to be some sort of a snag. We can always clear that up and see what's going on. Okay, the person that you are dealing with at this time, equally, now this is speaking if you're the person that wants to go, and you feel like your person is pulling you back and pulling in the reins on your freedom even, or your freedom of expression. There is a reason for that, and it's because they've been through something that's been quite mentally exhausting, triggering, difficult, or even maybe it was their past heartbreak, but they're in a phase of their life when they just need some tranquility and calm, and they're hesitant about getting back into the world or go energy, because they are really in desperate need of a rest, and also more than a rest, maybe they need to have some, take some meditation classes, do some breathing work, journaling, speak to a therapist, do something that's going to calm their mind down. They seem a little bit frazzled, okay? If this is you, Aquarius, that you identify as the person that's kind of putting the brakes on the other person's freedom in the relationship, or halting their flow in a sense for whatever reason, my guess would be, hang on a second, my card fell, my guess would be this Three of Swords energy, like there's a past trauma that you haven't fully dealt with. If that's you, Aquarius, this person has a need for some sort of a transition away from the stresses that have been apparent in your relationship, and that could be the reason as to why they feel like they need to get themselves out in the world and kind of express themselves, or network, or meet other people, not in a romantic way, Aquarius, just friendships, networking, different colleagues, people that are on a sports team or in a network club with them, an allegiance of some sort. You're kind of worried that then, does that mean they're not into me anymore? Does that mean they're like over me? Does that mean that I don't spark this same passion or ignite this same spark in them that I used to? That's kind of what a fear could be coming up around, coming up around their need for adventure, their need for exploration of themselves. So one of you in this relationship is in the mode of self-exploration, self-discovery and adventure, whereas the other one is like, please, we need to just slow down, take a break, relax, spend some time at home. I think you're going to work things out, especially if it's with the Capricorn, Aquarius that you're dealing with, where you find some sort of a happy medium. Now, it isn't totally balanced, it hasn't reached equilibrium yet, but there is sort of at least there is there's a compromise, there's definitely a compromise, and there's amends made by the end of all of this. Why don't we clear up a couple more cards, okay? So let's have a look. Let's have a look and clear up some more cards in this read. Three of Swords, and it's still impacting your happiness today, or your sense of freedom, or the person's sense of freedom. Like, what can you give to them, basically? Are you able to give them, is there healthy boundaries? Are you able to give them space and time to grow, basically? Bottom of the deck, we're getting the Lover's card, which is beautiful. So this is kind of a soulmate connection that you have with this person. It's a very, very deep love. But the Lover's card is, okay, butterfly imagery here, like in the Devil card. Oftentimes these cards are depicted with a couple on both cards. Now the Devil card, we do have two people here, but they're not fully in display. The Lovers is total liberation in a relationship, where the Devil card in a relationship can be toxic codependency, or, you know, bad habits and enabling behaviors that bring each other down, and enabling the other to engage in things that really don't elevate or support them, where the Lovers really do. So like I said, this person that you are dealing with now came to you as some sort of a hero, right? Rescued you from some sort of a darker place. You were in chains here. That could have been like the chains of the devil, like in something that was unhealthy, and you really see this person that you've been with as somebody who just helped you escape, helped you feel more free, and now together you are, yep, that seems to be the same woman here and here. So together now you're able to live in this freedom together. They've always wanted you, they've watched you from afar, maybe you've watched them from afar, and they always wanted you to just like be the best. Maybe you guys started as friends, maybe this developed from a friendship rather, and they always just said, I just really wish that they could excel or do better or feel freer. And there was a real liberation. So let go of the past heartbreak. This isn't current in your relationship now, and it is going to have both of you feeling more free, because this person you're dealing with seems to be very supportive of you, Aquarius, and you definitely don't want to, you want to be able to lend that same support and sense of freedom and space that they award you, okay? I think it is only fair. So let's have a look. There was a lot of passion there, and you guys shared some really bright ideas together in the recent past. Now, don't rush them, because I do see some sort of a feeling of a setback coming up in terms of an important project you had been working on together. But for now, let's look at the Devil card. And who is the devil in this relationship, so to speak? Who is the person that is exerting the control, and out of fear they're not letting their person be their fullest self? And is it a fear? It's just fear. It's just fear, Aquarius. Maybe you think, if they get this opportunity, they'll forget about me. It's kind of this energy, okay? So you're worried you'll lose them. Devil card. Who is this? Somebody is worried, if I let them go like that and explore, I might lose them. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles in a cage here, Queen of Coins. So you kind of want to keep them like a bird in a cage, essentially. I'm really getting strong Capricorn energy. This is Jupiter in Capricorn, and this is also very Capricornian energy. So for some of you that's coming through strong, or maybe Aquarius, it's you, and you are an Aquarius with a rising moon, Mars, Venus, Mercury placements in Capricorn. That's probably quite common, okay? There's Two of Pentacles in reverse. You're going back and forward about, will I allow this? What will I allow? What won't I allow? What kind of, you have to know yourself, Aquarius, at this time. Let the guard down. There's a guard all around you here with this sort of fencing, and then with the Nine of Wands underneath that, more fencing around the kind of beautiful adventure that's, look, there's somebody who wants to just embark on an adventure, and I get that sense of a want for and a need for adventure and excitement and growth in this relationship, but one of you is holding the other back, and in turn holding yourself back, because you're in this together, the Lovers. So if you're holding them back, or they're holding you back, in turn you're holding each other back, because this is a journey, I believe, that's meant for both of you. And yeah, maybe we're just not really in the mood, or they're not really in the mood for it, and a white butterfly just passed my window there and caught my eye. So and I'm up pretty high, so hello, butterfly. And also I feel like that's that freedom for you guys that you need right now, even if you're tired, okay? But you're making a choice about, will I allow them to do that, or should I allow myself to do it? You're back and forth on something. Okay, what I need to look at is the world reversed before wrapping up this reading, because okay, Ace of Cups coming through, that's the white butterfly wings, or that's those white wings, and I just saw something like that up in the sky. Beautiful. So there is freedom to be had here, and fulfillment. The Ace of Cups and the Lovers in a reading together does talk to me about this beautiful soulmate connection you have with somebody. Okay, so you're going into a project together, I believe, or a commitment that is going to take more work and effort than you currently believe. So take your time on it. Don't rush into this. What I'm thinking intuitively is just ask more questions. Let's wrap this up for you with one more message for the world in reverse. Page of Wands. Yeah, communicate with each other. One of you thinks you know all the answers and you don't. You need to ask each other. They have some great ideas, I think, Aquarius. They have the inspiration, and they can really help you out with whatever this project you're trying to bring to completion is. Okay, Aquarius, that is going to be your love reading for now. Take your time with things. You're feeling like a lack of confidence. I think you feel like maybe they don't want you, but in actual fact they do. They just want to grow, have your relationship grow and have more fun, more sense of adventure for both of you, okay?